Vice Mayor Detrick.
Well, I have to agree with Paul Lindsay, but he didn't say anything about the council not being villains. I'd like to add that in there because I don't think we're villains either. You know, as I look around this room, you know, you talk about congregations. This is the congregation of our city. We're all extensions of each other's families. And even within your families, sometimes you just have to agree to disagree. But I am very pleased how well things went tonight as far as the temperament. That means a lot. Because you can agree to disagree, but you can do it with respect. I'd like to thank everyone as well for their emails and for being here tonight. As we're approaching 10 o'clock. It's a late evening on a work night. Especially I got to be up at 5 in the morning, so I can really appreciate that.
We're not done yet.
We haven't passed the 10 o'clock rule yet either.
That's coming up.
I don't think anybody really has a full understanding of how difficult it is to be up here. As I look around this room, I've got a lot of friends on both sides of this issue. And no matter what I do, lack of better words, I'm going to piss off half of you.
If you do it right, you'll piss off all of them.
I leave that to you, Pat. You do that much better than I do.
Oh, wait a minute. We ask the public to be respectful, so.
And just for clarity, I was raised Catholic. My wife and children were raised Catholic. And our middle son, Brian, goes to St. Mary's College. What a lot of people don't know is my wife was considering to be a nun upon graduating from high school. But I believe God sent her to me. Because together, I feel we can do a lot of greater good. She's my angel and makes me a better person. This council has worked extremely hard to get our church. And it's been unanimous to keep this going. As you know, I've been probably the biggest opposition because of the reasons that I've gone forward with. But it doesn't mean that I don't care. The majority of the Planning Commission that voted to deny the Project 5.0 at this location, the majority of them were raised Catholic, from what I've been told. Where the confusion is, and Councilmember Hume said, this isn't a Catholic or a religious issue. It's a commercial development in building, and it's a land use issue. All of us are elected, or in the Planning Commission's case, appointed to serve our city, and we have a primary obligation. It's to serve and protect every individual in our town by upholding every rule and regulation. Our Catholic Diocese General Council and Diocese team has attempted to bully the staff and executive team in this council in the past. Tonight, you were very, very respectful, and I appreciate that. Our Catholic Diocese team has put letters and emails out to the community that I believe are half-truths. And I'm not going to follow with that. I don't like that, and I don't appreciate it. Our diocese team and a few of the members attempted to derail the reorganization of our council with personal attacks and charges against me. I've never made any of this personal, but our diocese team did for some reason. Members of our diocese team and a few members of our congregation have attempted to do the following. They've threatened me with recall. threatened me to take me out in the next election, grand jury investigations, that I'm trying to raise my property value. They've defamed my family. Folks, this isn't very Christian-like. I've given everybody an opportunity who calls or emails me. I didn't email anybody back this past 2 weeks related to the church because I was just overwhelmed with everything else. So I apologize to those I didn't respond to, but I did read every one of your emails. I even tried to take it a step further, and I requested a meeting with our Bishop Soto, as a member of the Catholic Church and the Vice Mayor of Elk Grove, to meet leader to leader, with or without being filtered, so it wouldn't be filtered through our diocese team, to see how we could make sure that we could get another church in this northeast quadrant, which I believe is needed. It saddens me to say our bishop declined to meet with me and referred me back to the diocese team. I think that would have at least helped me understand some different issues that I couldn't get answers to. 99% of our congregation are great people. It's the 1% that I perceive sometimes tried to lead us down the wrong path. So I guess the 99% of us need to pull those people in and help them. As a co-founder of Elk Grove Coalition advocating proper planning, I always exercised smart planning principles. This project doesn't have any of those elements as far as I'm concerned. Wherever this project is built, the folks that live next to the project will have to live with whatever this project brings to their neighborhood 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. We had another land use issue with huge discussions on both sides that was approved by several of the folks on this council and a member of our diocese team. There was a lawsuit against the city of Elk Grove, and the courts upheld the citizens' position, denied the project, and the city of Elk Grove lost that case. I don't want to go down this road again. Our planning staff, planning director, planning commission unanimously recommended and voted to deny this project 5-0. We have not found any new findings to overturn this. You have a site that you own, that you do not own, but you want special exemptions made for you, and this is one of the worst locations in this quadrant of the city, in my opinion. You will not look at alternative sites that we've offered to help you with. Our diocese team claims they do not need city council approval. If this is true, I don't understand why you're even here. There's some members of the council that may play politics and roll over to bully tactics and threats to ensure their vote during elections for higher elected positions, as was done on the council reorganization on December 9th. I will not vote for any project by intimidation. I would rather not have a seat on this council than to compromise my moral and ethical values and not uphold every rule and regulation that we have on the books. This isn't about me. It's about upholding what is right by standing by the 5-0 denial of the Planning Commission. Otherwise, why have a Planning Commission? If we don't uphold every rule and regulation and vision of our decision-making of the land use, there's not one piece of property in the city or the sphere of influence that is safe. I will do everything in my power to help build our church and school project at a residential location with high, medium, and low density that the project is meant to serve. But I will not help build our church and school project in the middle of this ag residential. I will support a church that mirrors the ag residential at this location. As a member of the Catholic Church and Vice Mayor of Elk Grove, I stand by my comments to serve and protect every individual in our town by upholding every current rule, regulation, and vision of this city and council. As a Catholic, I hope this passes tonight. As a councilman, I'm going to have to vote no.